What's the beef? Chefs, hope we're well. Good morning, good morning. So, another live video from the Primera, and what we're talking about is the fact that routines and rituals are absolutely essential for a chef if you want to be happy. They are essential if you want to be happy. And I'm going to show you, basically, talk about what yours are, what mine are, what they need to be, and how you're going to implement that by the end of the video. So, diving straight in, like, what are we actually talking about here? Well, the number one thing is chefs who I speak to complain about not having any structure. They don't have any order to things in their life, you know what I mean? There's no consistency on a daily basis. Some days are good, some days are bad, some days are fucking great, some days are, you know, they feel like actual hell. And the big reason for that is because routines and rituals need to become consistent. When you don't have any consistent ones in your life, things just feel all over the fucking shop, you know? And I had this same feeling when I was working in a restaurant, and it was like, you literally get up as late as I possibly could, close enough to fucking work. I lived around the corner, so it's like I had a fuck all, 5-minute walk to work. So I'd give myself 10-15 minutes beforehand, grab a coffee, fucking jump in the shower, and then I'd be in work. And then what would happen is I'd work a 12, 13, 14, maybe even a fucking 15 or a 16-hour day if it was around Christmas. And then you'd come back, you'd stay up fucking late, and then you'd repeat the cycle, and you'd get absolutely nothing done. You'd be frustrated as fuck with yourself, and then you're wondering why work dominates everything. And it's because I had no routines that I actually stuck to. I had no rituals that were like, okay, cool, I'm going to do this on this day, and it's always going to be there. So what I decided to build for myself when I started Chef It was, I'm not a morning person, but I know the key to me being happy is waking up early and getting shit done. So I knew I had to fucking rise to the occasion and try and do something about that. So what I did was, as opposed to going, okay, I'm just going to wake up early for the crack, it's like, I'm going to wake up early and I have a set number of things that I need to do. And when I do these things, I feel fucking great. And that's what a routine is about. It's like a recipe for a meal. You know what I mean? You have your fucking, your mise en point. So it's like you're going quantities of fucking, prep, whatever you need, then prep your section, then make the thing, and then you get the outcome, which is the meal you want or whatever it is. It's like, there's a specific thing that you're doing to get a specific outcome. And if you think about your day in the same way, it's like, if I wake up in the morning and my first focus is, from a mental standpoint, is get myself clear mentally. So I'll sit down and I'll use that Headspace app to meditate, and I'll do 5 or 10 minutes. Then I'll wake up and I'll fucking out of that and I'll do my plan for the day. And it's like, I'll write down what the fuck I'm going to be intentional about. It's like, these are the things that I need to get done. And then I go to the gym and train. And in doing that, it starts to become, that's my routine that I've nailed down, but it starts to become a ritual. Like, a ritual for me is going to the gym in the morning. Early in the morning at fucking 6:30, 7 o'clock, I'm in the gym and I'm training. Why? Because that's my ritual, and I've built something out of it, and now it's part of me. And I feel weird now if I don't do it, which is exactly where you want to be. If you feel weird not doing something, and it's a positive thing that you feel weird not doing, that's fucking excellent. Then when you think about all these routines that you start to develop, you just, over time, they become more and more second nature to you. It really does. It becomes second nature to you over time. But it comes down to two things: establishing a routine and making a ritual out of that routine. They're the two things. So it's like, if you're doing something and it's like, oh, I've got this new thing, I'm going to go to the gym now. You go to the gym for a week and a half, you stop, and then you wonder why things aren't fucking working. Of course it's not fucking working. You stop before you actually built an ingrained pattern or habit out of it. Of course it's not going to work, like. So you got to bear that in mind on what you're doing. But I guarantee you, Chef, that your routine and building habits and rituals out of those routines are absolutely key to you changing your life. So what routines do you need to nail down? Are you doing any exercise? Where do you need to be exercising? When do you have the time? Let's start making the time. Doesn't matter what it is. Go for a walk, go for a run, go to the gym. Who cares? Just get out the fucking door and start doing something. Like, you need to start building that over and over and over again until it starts to become second nature to you. And in doing that, you will change your life. So with that in mind, chefs, we'll catch you in the next one. Stay safe.